Hello guys, today we're going to talk about The Thing from Another World. Now, this movie was released in 1951. Doesn't have a rating, but I'll probably give it PG. PG I think would be good. It's about an hour 27 long. It was released on DVD in 2003 too. On IMDb, it has a 7.2 out of 10 with about 23,000-ish user votes. There's no Metacritic votes for it. It stars Kenneth Tobey, who was in the comedy Airplane, and Margaret Sheridan, who was in... She wasn't... This was really her one big movie, which is kind of a shame because I liked her a lot in this. She was in a lot of B-grade stuff. The most noticeable one was the Jury. A lot of TV stuff. Just not anything as big as this, which is kind of unfortunate, but oh well. It's better to have one great one than none at all, I guess. The movie was directed by Christian Nyby, N-Y-B-Y, who I think he directed the Raw. Yeah, he did the Rawhide TV show. It's been debated because Howard Hawks is the famous director. His company was involved in the making of this movie. He was also the big producer of it. A lot of people say that, even some of the actors said that he ended up directing this movie and went uncredited. A lot of people say that he was there, but Nyby was the one who really directed. It's kind of been debated back and forth. I think it's kind of been leaning more toward Nyby, and it seems like in more recent interviews, it seems like Nyby kind of has the edge on that. But coming out, a lot of people thought it was Howard Hawks actually directed it, but he was involved either way. Both of them were involved either way. So, but Rotten Tomatoes has 88% with about 32 critics. I don't think it's certified fresh, but it does have a critics consensus. And it's 73% by audience. It's about 500-ish audience people. And the consensus on it is, as flying saucer movies go, The Thing from Another World is better than most, thanks to well-drawn characters and concise, tense plotting. It's not available for stream, but it's available to rent and buy on Amazon, YouTube, Google Play, iTunes, and Vudu. This movie's awesome. I think The Thing from the 80s with the John Carpenter movie with Kurt Russell, that's the more known version of it. That was a remake of this one. And which one's better? Apples and oranges. This one, that thing, it was a lot different than this thing, and so is the story. Both versions take liberties from the book it's based on. I haven't read the book. I read some of the trivia intertwined with this movie, and the creature is different. There is no shape-shifting shenanigans. I'll say that out because there's not really a spoiler. There's no shape-shifting shenanigans like in the 1980 version in the book, but the book monster is completely different from both movie versions. I like the movie monster in this one. It's kind of weird. They don't really... He's kind of hidden in the shadows a touch, but you definitely see him. And every time they show him on screen, they build up to him with very great dialogue. It's rapid fast like that. It keeps you on the edge of your seat, and you can hear the build up in the music. They're getting ready for him, and then he comes, and it's like fucking destruction everywhere. It's pretty amazing. But yeah, this is an awesome movie. Acting's great. There's a lot of different actors in this movie. So you might lose track on who's who, but that's not a big deal. A lot of the characters are just kind of there to help. They're not really the main ones. The creature himself, I like a lot. He's actually played by a very famous actor in, Gunsmoke or Bonzana. I forgot which cowboy show he was in from back then, but he was very big. But he plays the monster, and it's funny, he was a little embarrassed by it, but it was a great role. I mean, he did a great job with it despite it all. And yeah, there's a famous scene early on about when they find the flying saucer. Keep an eye out for that. Direction's great. Whoever directed it, either both of them or one of them, it's great. The sets are, I like the sets. I like the way they use the Arctic. I like the special effects. I'll give credit to the special effects and the makeup. It's pretty awesome in this. Acting's great. Atmosphere's awesome. Oh, and the dialogue is great. The dialogue is just awesome. It's quick, it's there, it's to the point, but it has meat to it too. It's pretty awesome. And the plot, the beat, the narrative, it moves, and it's a very well paced movie. I will say this, when the remake of the thing came out, it bombed, but it ended up being a great movie. Like I said in the previous one, like I said about It's a Wonderful Life, it just, these great movies just bomb when they come out and they just bounce back. But this movie didn't. This movie was an instant classic, and a lot of people were disappointed in the remake because it does change quite a bit from the original in a lot of ways, but it's still, in a lot of ways, I think the remake actually follows the book even better, but I don't know. I haven't read the book, so I couldn't say. But this one does make some changes, specifically with the design and the abilities of the monster. But that doesn't really harm the movie at all. It's a great movie. I recommend it. And yeah, there's not much more I can say about it. In terms of availability on DVD, this is pretty tricky to find. It is available on Amazon to buy pretty easily. I've never seen it in a Walmart or a Myers. You're going to have to go to an FYE or Barnes & Nobles to find a copy. It's not that expensive either. And yeah, that's all I have to say about The Thing from Another World. Check it out. It's a great movie. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.